The past few weeks, I have shared how to talk to your audience and keep them engaged and continue to make money using all four of the Subi neighborhoods. And I'm going to break down today for you if IGTV is the right neighborhood to use right now. So, also going to be teaching you what you should be sharing if you're considering using IGTV. And I want to make sure that you are all subscribed to this channel because every Monday I drop a new video or I go live like I am today. And when you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll get notified when I drop that new video. I'm Subi Zimmerman. If this is your first time watching my channel here, thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments below if you're new. And I have been teaching business owners for the past 8 years how to use Instagram to make more money and, more importantly, to become the go-to authority in your industry. And I'm excited today to bring you live a guest who is the go-to authority in his industry and how he's been using IGTV specifically to shift and change during these trying times. Now, for those of you that don't know what the four Subi neighborhoods are, I'm going to break it down for you. The first one is your feed, where your content lives on in an evergreen content, right? So that's what that is the promise that you make in your bio, is the content that you're sharing in your feed. The second neighborhood is stories, what you can do to amplify, promote, and broadcast that content that lives in your feed. And then last video, I talked about Instagram Live, and today I'm talking about IGTV as the fourth neighborhood. And all four of these neighborhoods contribute to helping you get more eyeballs on your content when you create in all four areas. So to use IGTV strategically, and the operative word here is strategically for your business, you want to make sure that you're using it in a way that people see you as an authority. It is essentially your channel, your broadcasting channel. There is a link to your channel. You can share that link and you can create content via video in your channel so people can continue to go there and see you as that authority. It's also a great place to share, especially when you want to share longer form videos. And now that IG Live can be saved to IGTV, there are some do's and don'ts that I want to make sure you all are aware of. So if you're someone who has actually been considering starting a YouTube channel, let me know in the comments below, because you don't have to start a channel yet if you haven't done the neighborhood IGTV and you don't have the bandwidth, especially if you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, and you just don't have the bandwidth to create content on another channel, you can use IGTV strategically to have your own channel. And it does show up in search on Instagram. There is a unique link to every single video that you create as an IGTV that you can share to other places. So you could share it in a text, you could share it on a Facebook page, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, to amplify and promote that content. Now, the value of creating IGTV content is there's so much, and Instagram is actually favoring IGTV. If you open up the Discover tab, you'll see that Instagram is favoring this by sharing it as a bigger form of real estate, video and IGTVs. Also, when you create IGTVs, you can mention other businesses and brands where you're sharing their information in that IGTV. So you can mention businesses. You can also use hashtags just like you would strategically in your feed post to have that discovery. And you can also share links in your IGTV that are live. So if you're someone that does not yet have 10,000 followers, this is a great strategy for you to be sharing links where you want to drive traffic. You can also use IGTV strategically to share social proof for your business and testimonials and interviews. Like I said, Instagram is favoring IGTV, so you want to think about how you can use it strategically for your business. So right now, during COVID, what are some strategies that you could be using? And I'm going to take you into my phone in a little bit. And I know that things are changing at a very rapid rate. So some strategies are making sure that you are stating extremely clearly what are your reopening procedures. I was recently this weekend on the island of Martha's Vineyard, and I was going around shopping in and out of restaurants and some establishments that were open, and it was really clear what those procedures were. So let me show you on my phone so that you can all get a sense of some ideas that I think would really help you as well. So I put these in my folder for you guys just so that you could see. So take a look into my phone and you will see that I have an album called IGTV. All right, so here are 5 great examples for you if you have a store. Using a sandwich board to clearly state exactly what your procedures are when you come to your establishment. Making it really clear, making it really friendly. One of the things that I noticed that if you are putting flowers out there and hand sanitizers and having pretty signs and making people feel welcome, they're going to want to come and shop with you. There was an art gallery that was featured. You can see it in the distance there, all tabletop with mask on, where you could approach and purchase art on the island of Martha's Vineyard. And then when coming up to a window, if you're a food establishment, making it very clear what your rules are. Now, I want to say to you guys that because we're all dealing with new terrain here, as business owners, it's so important to make people feel welcome with these changes. If you are being very direct and upset at people when they walk in because they haven't followed your protocol exactly as you want it, just be a little forgiving and give some grace, because people are charting in new waters here and they might not clearly understand what you want to do or what you need to do. And the friendlier you are, the more people will come back to you when you're open. And it's just like, or open the way that you used to be when you're dealing with COVID right now. So I really want to make that clear. And I also want to share with you one more picture, which I thought was a really great creative way to do business, which is the honor system. So having a box, cash and checks only, if you're a gardener or, you sell tomato plants in this case, or something curbside that you can be selling, people are really appreciating the opportunity to buy things that they want and need. And there's creative ways that you can do that. So make sure that you're making it very friendly for people to do business with you. I want to give a shout out to a couple people in the Ready, Set, Graham community who are doing such a great job at this. The first one is a lawyer, Allison, who is sharing on her IGTV what the new procedures are for her business as an attorney. So as you can see, Allison has an IGTV channel, and in this video right here, she talks about the ways that she needs to pivot as a lawyer and making it comfortable for other people that she's working with, which I think is so important. Like I said, is making people feel comfortable with these changes. Another example from a member of our community is Sherry, who owns a yacht business in San Diego. And because she can't charter her yacht right now, she's sharing other things that she can do. She's sharing behind the scenes of her houseboat that she rents. She gave us a tour of her lovely houseboat, and I thought this was really well done, showing the behind the scenes. She also shared information about her ash scattering business that she does as well. You can see that ashes scattering at sea. She has a couple of IGTV videos sharing that, which I think is really good because it's not business as usual for Allison or for Sherry, but they're sharing what they are experiencing now and what others who are following them would be interested in. And so that's really important to note. Showing the behind the scenes, I think everyone can do if you're going to get on video. The most important thing with your IGTV is staying as the authority in your industry. And this is how I teach Instagram marketing on the daily. Even when things are shutting down, you want to be that go-to person moving forward in your business, and it will stay alive. It's so important. So I'm going to now bring on Richard, who is a member of our Ready Set Graham Pro community. He is the violinist and a member of the Philadelphia Orchestra. You are on camera, Richard. Hi.
How are you?
I'm
How you
great.
doing?
I'm great. And I love seeing how you are using IGTV specifically to show how you play music in long form video so that
Right.
your students could go look and see the quality of your music. And I'd love to hear from you what you've done to shift, because I know that you're not playing at the symphony right now and you've created this whole boot camp opportunity virtually with your students. So how has that been?
Oh, it's been quite remarkable, honestly. I mean, I was kind of a little bit sort of scared to kind of venture out and do something that radical, but I usually teach at a camp, sometimes two or three different camps, but there's one I always do with certain students that I see up in Saratoga Springs, New York. And when I found out that was not happening, I'm like, well, this is just so sad. And I knew some of them, and I was looking forward to seeing some of them. Some of them had, I started my Instagram last year right then and there when I met them, and they were some of my first followers. And I thought, well, this is an opportunity. I'm thinking if there was ever one to really pivot, because I have the time. I literally wake up every morning thinking, well, how can I build my business?
Right. So
And
talk about how you've used Instagram strategically in all four neighborhoods as the authority to make money selling this boot camp that you're doing for your students that usually see you in person.
Well, for right now, I mean, most of it has been stories, IGTV, and just my normal feed posts. And I definitely, I put out a lot of content consistently. I've been putting out content, probably like really good content since I've been on Pro since like January. I learned how to make good posts and good stories and good IGTV videos. And once I got good at that, I think I built up a following, and it's amazing how quickly I've got a followers and I got an audience, because I was always wanting to do something, and I thought, well, I was hoping that I had enough followers, and sure enough, I built up an audience in
Yeah,
like,
you have the right followers. It's more
yeah.
important to have the right followers. So how long did it take you to build that audience? How many months?
Oh, I think I probably built up the first four or 500 maybe in the first 4 months, but then in the last like 6 months, I've gotten like literally, I mean, just in the last week, I've gotten 1,000 followers. I mean,
Wow. Okay,
or
so
not week,
you have
excuse me, month. I meant to say month,
yeah, so you have
but
a
yeah.
thousand targeted followers, and you're selling out of your boot camp using IGTV as the authority in your niche, and you're doing great. Is there anything you want the listeners to know about IGTV?
Well, I mean, it's the only way I can really put out a significant amount of, when you play a piece of music, it's usually
Yeah.
longer than a minute. And, I'm able to kind of figure out what ways to use the minute and versus what's needed for something that's longer, like an IG,
And
where
I
I need
love
to
and
speak
I
a
love
longer
the way
time.
you're doing it. I love the way you're doing it. Richard, we're going to link you in the description below so everyone can check out your music and watch and
Yeah,
listen to your IGTVs. I wish you continued success filling up your boot camp with all of your students who cannot be with you in person but can
right,
be with you
right.
virtually. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Wow, I just love that story because he's so used to running camps in person. So, again, I hope that this is inspiration for all of you and what you could think about doing differently, showing up in that longer form video. Now, let's go through some of these updates about IGTV. So, you can save your lives now as an IGTV, but you don't want to be saving every live, especially the ones that have a lot of fluff in them that aren't organized and strategic and bulleted in a way that if it was in your feed, that people would see you as that authority. So if you're going to share from live to IGTV, you really need to decide beforehand that you are going to be doing that. Now, I want you to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you exactly how you can find the perfect cover if you choose to go from a live and give it to an IGTV, because a lot of people don't know this and I want to make sure that you do. So when you go live on Instagram, you can go live for up to, last time I went live, it was over an hour. I don't even know if it's up to 2 hours now, but it's definitely longer than an hour. I am not recommending that you save those videos in your feed that are over an hour. You want to keep in mind that you want to make sure you have the retention of your viewers when you are live. So that will help with the algorithm when you share it to IGTV. That will help with the algorithm if people are watching your video all the way through. right? You want to make sure that you are creating really good content that aligns with exactly what your followers want to see. Just like Richard shared, he knows that his followers want to see how he plays music, and that is really important, especially as he's filling up his classes. So it's really important to make sure that your lives, if saved as IGTV, are concise and will be viewed all the way through. Now, if you're uploading an IGTV from your phone, you have the ability to add those subtitles, and you don't have the ability to do that if you're sharing directly from a live into your IGTV. So that's one of the negative aspects, in my opinion, because more people are watching video on silent. So if you want to make sure that those subtitles are there, you might reconsider sharing that live into your broadcast. You guys, you understand that this is so important, right? Now, once you do share from a live into your feed, the viewers of your live will restart once you share it to your IGTV. Those comments from your live will not be part of the content in your feed as your IGTV. Okay, that's really important to note as well. So it's kind of like getting juice back into your feed. Your feed is that evergreen content. We talked about this several weeks ago, where you show up as the authority. Now, here's that tip I want to make sure you all have. If you're going to share your live into your IGTV, you want to make sure that you have a professional on-brand cover image, and you can create that before you go live so it's ready to be uploaded in the process of uploading an IGTV. A lot of people I see are just using the first frame of their live, and it's not professional. It's not on brand. Their mouth is open, and that's not what I want for you. You can also choose one of the thumbnails from the video as your cover, because once you publish that IGTV in your feed, you cannot change the cover image. So I want to make sure that you have the cover image ready to go if you choose to share from a live to the IGTV to live on in your feed. And remember, Instagram is favoring IGTVs in the Explore with the algorithm. If you look there, you will see that videos and IGTVs are getting the push from Instagram. So I'm really curious, are you going to be creating an IGTV now? Have you mastered the feed and mastered stories? Because I don't want you to just jump into IGTV. I want you to feel really comfortable on video before you do that. But when you're ready, I want you to refer back to this video and understand all the changes that you need to keep in mind when you are creating content. And this is the end of my 4-part series breaking down all of the Sue B4 neighborhoods during COVID-19 and the changes that you can bring to your business. And we are still in it deeper in some places more than others, but we are all adapting. And I know that you guys are the entrepreneurs who know how to pivot, morph, change, and adapt to what needs to happen so that you can keep serving your community, you can keep serving your customers, and you can keep serving your clients. You just have to think outside of the box and keep all of these details that are so important in mind when serving your customers that are so anxious to do business with you. Now, if you have not yet grabbed my strategy guide, SueBZimmerman.com/guide-520, I linked that in this video right below the description. Also, I want to remind you that there are 3 other videos to this series. I talked about what to do in your feed, what to do in stories, what to do on IGTV today, and last time it was what to do in live. All 4 of the Sue B neighborhoods, I want to make sure that you understand what you all can be doing right now to shift your business, to shift your mindset, and share your good energy and gifts with the world in a big way, because we all need what you have to offer. And I am so grateful that you're here with me. Let me know in the comments below what really resonated for you today as a light bulb moment when you're thinking about creating IGTV for your video. And I will see you on my next YouTube video. Take care.